Okay, so I wasn't planning on making this video or anything, but I had so much fun playing Arknights Enfield, I just had to talk about this. Now, this game has been absolutely amazing. This has been one of my favorite games that have come out recently, and honestly, this is just the beta test. I got invited, to play the beta, and I've been playing it for about 6 hours or about 7 hours now, and honestly, the gameplay has changed a ton over the time, and it's gotten me to enjoy it even more. Now, obviously, I started off the game, the story was kind of interesting, there's a lot of really cool cinematics, stuff like that, which had me interested, but in my mind, I was just like, this is just any other gacha game. I just thought, oh, well, it just seems pretty generic, I probably won't play it in the future. But I'm so glad that I carried on and actually continued to play the game, because I unlocked new features, including this, which you might see behind me, which is a whole, factory system. This is one of the main features of Arknights Enfield, is a whole kind of factory base building kind of mechanic, and this is all automatic, which really excites me. This is something that scratched my brain a little bit, which I never even thought would scratch my brain ever, especially in a gacha game as well. So I will literally explain to you how this works. For example, we've got the rigs here, which pretty much just mine a ton of ore, and I've also got some over on the other mountain over there as well, mining some amethyst ore. And what they do is they kind of wirelessly connect to this big pack thing here, and what that takes out is you can use conveyor belts to then put them into refineries, and then it comes out of the refinery back into the pack system, and then back out through the gearing unit, which then turns it into some gear kind of materials, which then goes back in again to the point where you can actually assemble your own gear and actually craft it, which honestly has been a really fun time. I've been playing this for about an hour or two now, this factory mode in specific, and literally you have to get through a lot of the kind of story quests and a lot of the combat, because obviously outside of this game, outside of this factory kind of thing, you've got the combat like this where you can switch between characters. They've got really cool animations and stuff, and as you can see, they kind of follow you around as well. They do some mining things as well for you, and do some fighting, and you can quick swap between them as well, which is really fun. They got some cool dodge mechanics as well, which does need a little bit of tweaking. That's one of the things that I dislike about this game, but also the climbing and gliding, there is none, so I would really like to see some of that added as well. But honestly, overall, I have really been enjoying the game, and I just really want to make a video on this because it has really captured my attention in a way that I didn't think it would. Whenever I first heard about Arknights Enfield and this game, I was like, you know what, I'm not too interested in what it's about, and it's Arknights. I'm not really interested in Arknights at all, in my opinion. Now, obviously, whenever I actually went and played this, because I thought, I'll give it a shot, I'll see what it's like, and it's definitely become one of my most anticipated gachas to come out, to the point where I'm almost scared to carry on with the beta, because I don't want to get so sucked in to the point where I have to restart all over again on a new account, because again, this seems like something that I can get really lost into, creating different factories and different kind of units like this, which will really enhance the overall quality of life. And again, it got to the point where I didn't even feel like I was playing a gacha game. Now, I don't really know what the end goal is with a lot of these factories, and what we're actually going to do with them, whether we're going to sell stuff, whether it's going to be used to do missions or something like that. I'm not sure. It would be really cool to see what's going to happen, and maybe I'll try to play a little bit more just to see if we do get a kind of answer to that. But overall, it's going to be really good for content creation as well, because I could see a lot of people making guides on how to make the best factory, on how to make the prettiest factory, or whatever. Obviously, there's been a lot of videos for similar games like that, and I feel like Arknights Enfield will also have something similar. But not only that, you also have the combat side, as I said, which is almost a separate thing where you can build the characters, and as you can see here, the character designs are absolutely amazing. This character, for example, is a 4-star. Again, absolutely insane. These ones are the 5 stars, which are pretty cool. Again, you get some of them for free, and I think it's been a little bit easier for me to get them in the beta because they give you a ton of free pulls and stuff, which is really nice to see. And obviously these 5 stars aren't even the highest ones you can get, because if we go to the banner system, we can actually see these are the actual 6 stars you can get and actually pull in the game. This is the limited one, which is called the Leviathan or something like that, or Leviathan. She looks really cool. I'm going to be pulling for her 100%. I've been spending all my pulls on her at the moment. And also, we have all of these standard ones as well. Ember having the most insane physics I've ever seen in planet Earth. Oh my Jesus Christ, bro. And then we also go over to Gilberta. Again, looks really cool. And also we got Li Feng, who, the only male character on this banner so far. But all of them are looking really great, and I can't wait to see what other characters are going to be added, because currently there is a bit of an issue of there is a lack of characters, but obviously it is a beta, so hopefully they're going to add more in the future that we can pull on, and hopefully the roster does expand pretty big so that we do have a big roster of different characters. And obviously these characters don't really make much of a difference to the factory stuff so far. I don't know if they do have any kind of buffs or anything like that. But in terms of the combat, they are really fun to play, and I've had a lot of fun playing the combat and a lot of the story as well, which has been really, really good. But honestly, the thing that takes home the cake is definitely the factory system. I definitely recommend, if you guys have been playing the beta test, I've seen a lot of people, like a lot of the bigger content creators, kind of getting up to a point. There is a quest if you go over to this bridge over here. If you do this entire bridge quest and finish that, then you get onto stuff like this, like the factory quest, which honestly expands up your entire world to what this game is actually about. I feel like a lot of people quit way too early. A lot of people just went, okay, I'm done. I've seen enough way too early. Because again, they've just been playing the combat and the quest modes, which have been, you know, pretty good. But I honestly don't think, you know, you've just missed out on half the game there. And I think this, honestly, is probably one of the best mechanics that I've seen in a gacha game in a while. As I said, doesn't even feel like gacha for a while. I don't know how, you know, they're gonna make this like gacha limited, because obviously with a lot of gacha games, you know, there's stuff like wave plates, there's stuff like you know, resin, stuff like that, which keeps you like coming back every single day. I don't really know what the kind of incentive to come back to Arknights Enfield is going to be, apart from leveling up your characters and doing that kind of stuff. I wonder if this kind of whole factory system is going to have like a weekly thing, like a weekly kind of limit, or even a daily limit to the point where you have to keep coming back. I'm sure it might do, which does kind of suck, but so far I've had quite a lot of fun just playing and setting up a lot of these bases. You can set like some outskirt things, and for example, upgrading these mining things to make more, and just thinking of different ideas to, you know, make up conveyor belts, things like that, to make your whole system automated. Because this entire time I've been talking, I've been making a ton more materials for my whole entire base, and you can literally go around, place stuff wherever you want. For example, like this mining thing, you can place it in mining spots. You got other things like, for example, like these relays, so you can go and place like electric stuff far away, things like that, which is really, really nice to see. And hopefully, you know, whenever I do play this game at full release, because I don't want to just like spoil it too much, I don't want to like get through this all and then have to redo it, as I said. But you know, it is so fun, bro. It's so fun to the point where I kind of do want to play, but at the same time, I know I probably shouldn't, because it would have ruined my enjoyment of it later on. But overall, character design is really, really good. And if you have access to the Arknights Enfield beta, and maybe you put it off, maybe you didn't think, you know, maybe I won't play it, definitely give it a try. And if you're thinking of playing it in the future and actually, you know, giving it a go whenever it does fully come out, because we don't have a release date for it, apparently it's going to be around August time. We don't know exactly yet, but if you guys see anything, you know, to do with it coming out, definitely give it a try. Definitely get up to this point of the whole base building, and I'm sure you guys will love it. I guarantee it, because again, the character's amazing, combat amazing, story is really, really good. It's like, it's okay, it's not the best, but at the same time, it's engaging enough for me to actually, you know, enjoy it. And again, the factory thing will have me pretty much stun locked for at least like 12 hours, like a day, because, you know, you're there trying to figure out what things go into what kind of works, how you're going to get this outcome, which hopefully even expands even more, because like this is just the tutorial stage of like me doing the first kind of things. I wonder what it's going to be like in the future whenever you expand your base even further with even more units, producing even more things, and how it's going to affect your overall world and things like that, and you know how it's going to be limited. But again, let me know down in the comments what you guys think about this. Have you seen anybody else playing this? What did you think of it? What do you think of the first impressions? And will you be playing this game? Because I feel like Arknights Enfield is going to be a big hit. Now, I feel like it might be a little bit too confusing for a lot of the kind of casual gacha players. We'll have to wait and see. Obviously, I feel like it does cater to both. I feel like a lot of people can just like make a factory really quick and just be like, okay, I don't really care about that, and then go play the story, do the combat. Whereas some people can do both. Some people can just do the factory side if they enjoy that. But again, we'll have to wait and see how it progresses and how they both grow in the later stages of the game. But overall, my first impressions of this game have been really good. And as I said, I didn't really want to make a video at first. I didn't really care. But now, after playing this, bro, oh my god, I just had to. So yeah, leave a like and subscribe if you guys do enjoy this video. I definitely will be making more Arknights Enfield content on this channel here, because again, I'm super excited for it. As someone who's never played Arknights, and someone who's never played any of those, you know, Arknights kind of games or anything like that, knows nothing about the lore, it has been a real blast. And honestly, I definitely suggest that you guys go ahead and go and play it. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy this video, again, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. That's all. See ya.